So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game to the LSU product. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another carry for him. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at a 4th down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Going for it on 4th. Richardson. That's cut beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Has some room to work. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. The pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that. It's a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Willis now, 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Jaguars making their 1st trip inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Dose of the hurry up here. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Working quickly here. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Richardson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Offense to the line fast. Here's Willis to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They send a man in motion. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. Short pass brought in, and they make the tackle at the 38. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Throwing again, Richardson. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Throwing is Willis. Finds his back complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Willis to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throw left side, complete. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here's the snap on 4th. He connects downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4th.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars take a 13-point lead. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 22 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Now Richardson to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Come on, set, ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, set, ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
Ready.
All set to go now from the 35. Richardson on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Hits his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball, bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get you up.
And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Lions.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. They connect on the trick play. And he's brought down. What a surprise with the double pass there. Gets him a 1st down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. That's completed right side. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
60 back, cut 19, cut 19.
Here's Willis to the air. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Fields the hard squib kick. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Ready,
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
ready, Cowboy 80.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
A play fake, now Willis to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. They go play action. Here's Willis. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
That's taken at the 15. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw. And his caught. It's Travis Hunter. Galloping inside the 40. Travis Hunter. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt one play later. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts from the goal line. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw, Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw here from Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They'll throw again. Richardson. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing again. Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Looking quickly here. To the air on this 1st down, Richardson. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It is caught left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Richardson on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second and 10. Here's Willis. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've set it down from 37. They go play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here he is on 3rd and short. caught for the first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 19.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Look at 19. 19 Wyatt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Willis now, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Offense is set. First and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. And goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 3.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Here's Willis to the air. Buying some time right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Let's go now.
Back to throw on third down. And this is another incompletion. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's fourth and short. We'll see if they go for it. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Little knocks it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starts at the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and short.
Second and very short, looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And what will they dial up on third and short? They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Trying to push this past the marker. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Willis in the pistol. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Cup to 60, Cup to 60. Ready?
A play fake now. Willis to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
From the red zone on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch,
it's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Ready, ready?
They take the handoff. Now Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Ready?
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts putting up points in a game decided.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Willis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. That finds Hunter downfield. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds a man right side. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looks like a design run here for Willis. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the 4th. Well, I don't think our audience heard it, Brock. I hope they did. But as soon as he broke forward with that football, you were saying, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. You saw the path that he was taking to that end zone.
Well, the only reason I and everybody here got to see it happen is because of what their coaches saw. That this defense wasn't giving him the respect he deserved as a runner. And leaving space for him, that's dangerous because he ran it all the way home right here in the red zone.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
He has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 46.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Colts. Offense in the hurry-up here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They're going to pass it here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
A coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
60 Vikings, 6.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its 2nd. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Trying to push deep downfield. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Jaguars are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I'll hear a lot lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Willis to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. Not on the same page that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 6 personal 80.
Willis now, 3rd down. He's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All right, 1 more snap to play here.
Ready. Candy Lion. Mustang 19.
Willis. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Colts make one of their best plays in the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.